Hello everyone, today we're looking at more Fallout 76 lore and we're looking at Arktos Pharma. If you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like button, and if you want to see more Fallout 76 lore, remember to hit the subscribe button too. Anyway, Arktos Pharmaceuticals is a pharmaceutical company present in the Appalachia and is responsible for making drugs such as Mentats, Rad-X and Radaway. The logo for this company is a growling bear, and the main entrance to this building is coming from the south. The building is located just west of the Gauley mine in the forest area of the Appalachia. When you approach Arktos Pharmaceuticals from the south, you will start off in a car park, which is where the employees put their cars where they worked. If you continue on into the reception, you'll be presented with a choice between going left or right. Going left will bring you to a shortcut that will bring you straight to the R&D department, but we're going to take the long way. So if you go right, you can continue down this corridor, and on the left you'll see both the male and the female bathrooms, but there's no need to go in there because, it's a bathroom. And if you continue down this corridor, you'll get to some vending machines which have already been stripped for Nuka-Cola. Continuing outside, you'll get to the shipping yard. If you traverse this scaffolding, you'll be able to see that the ceiling is collapsed in, and you can use this as a shortcut to get to the engineering department. If we backtrack from here, you'll be able to go back to the main corridor where you can turn right to go up a staircase. Going up this staircase brings us to the research and development section of Arktos Pharmaceuticals, and you'll be presented with a choice of going into two labs. In the first lab here on the right, when you enter, you'll see a chemistry set, as well as some animal control drugs and some interior plots which I could only assume where plants were grown. Here you can also see a centrifuge and some cages, and if you look to the table here, you'll see a tape.
Log 92377A10. Animal subject shows no marked increase or decrease in muscle mass. However, those in the Flora lab have said that this test run showed an increase in growth by as much as 25%. We felt certain that due to the component makeup for the solvent, it would have a marked effect on fauna as well. But even with the inclusion of a matching protein sequence into the solution, the resultant distillate fails to show an increase in size or growth rate. Whoa! Okay, down! Okay, down! Jesse, can you grab it? What was that about? Thanks. Ancillary observation. The test subject seems to be strongly drawn to the solution. This bears further testing. Is it a similar protein sequence?
In the next lab to the right, there's not much to see, but from looking at these two labs, it's easy to assume that animal testing was done, as well as working on new drugs that were to increase muscle mass in animals. Maybe some other strain of buff out, who knows. And from this skeleton here, you can see that there is at least one scientist who didn't want to leave his work behind. So if we leave this lab and go out to the right, it'll bring you right back to the reception area. And if you turn around and go right behind the elevators, you'll see that there's a path that'll bring you downstairs again. Turning around and going back to where you were, you'll be able to go up a flight of stairs to the non-science section of Arktos Pharmaceuticals. On the left, you'll see a fire escape that you can take up to the roof, or if you continue on and go to the left, you'll be able to get to the section which is IT support. If you continue on through here, you'll be able to see two couches where people can wait, and if you turn behind you to your left, you'll be able to see 6 or 7 terminals that employees helped customers with any queries that they had. If you continue on through the room, you'll be able to continue out up to the back where it'll be an engineering department, and you can see that from all the tools that are in the back, as well as a power armor chest. This supply cache is locked with a level 2 lock, so you're going to need hacker level 2 to get into this area. There's nothing really noteworthy here except for the power armor chassis, so with that you can turn around and go back to where you came. So once you looted this place for the wandered loot and any ammo, you can walk through the engineering department back to the back, where I can only assume where there were meeting rooms in Arktos Pharmaceuticals. You can also use this to get up higher into the higher levels of the building. If you go up the stairs, you'll be able to get to the business side of Arktos Pharmaceuticals, and if you go into the first room in front of you, you'll see a meeting room, and you can find coffee machines as well, coffee mugs, so you can loot those for plastic and for ceramic. Keep going down this building and be able to go into the right, where you can see the control room for Arktos Pharmaceuticals. If you go closer to these maps, you'll be able to highlight certain areas on your map, and if you look at this terminal here, you'll be able to see that Arktos Pharmaceuticals were trying to set up some kind of cargo bot home delivery system so they can deliver your prescriptions to you. Kind of like what Amazon's trying to do at the moment, which is a bit morbid. But anyway, yeah, once you turn around and go out, you can go down to your right. And if you follow this corridor, you'll be able to keep going down till you get into an open room. And on your left, you'll have another receptionist desk. There's nothing notable here, so we just move on. Once you leave the reception area and go down to your left, you'll be able to see another meeting room. And in this meeting room, you'll be able to see a map at the end of the room, where I could only assume that they were trying to open up another Arktos Pharmaceuticals somewhere in the Appalachia, but that's just an educated guess. If you leave this room, go back down to your right, you can walk past the control room back to the stairwell that you came into this place in the first place. So if you go into your right, it'll take you to the higher level of the building, which will take you outside. So you just have to walk through this pipe work and concrete work infrastructure, go past the server here, and then you can turn left to get up into the roof. From everything that you can see out here, you can see that there's a lot of tables, chairs, and also a jukebox in the back. One can only assume this is where all the employees went outside to get some sunshine while they ate their lunch. There's no notable loot here except for some random pieces of junk, but if you continue on through this area, you'll be able to get to a small stairwell, which if you go down entirely, you'll go right back to the reception. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been episode 2 Arktos Pharmaceuticals. If you liked the video, remember to hit the like, and if you didn't like it, hit dislike. Remember to subscribe if you want to keep up to date when I post. See you next time. Thanks. Bye.